All right, you saw the challenge up. Madden Ultimate Team. Go. And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Young. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Young to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
And now look at him go. And touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Hyde. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A deep ball for Ellington. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Sanders. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brennan Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From the gun, Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 47 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in this situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Earl Mitchell busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and try to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Hoyer and McDonald here over the middle. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Hoyer. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in the... They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hoyer. Out to the flat for Hyde. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 12 yards.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the sense that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your run.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
They run high, and the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. It's going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Young, gonna throw again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Dial able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You had fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Time for a break. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And now back out comes the offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Earl Mitchell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Reeser. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand and good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting?"
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Quentin Dial in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for him. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Let's go! 3-19!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. See you next time.